From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. You wouldn't say that to your mama, so why us?
Here we go, DM Deep Dive time. Favorite part of the show, because we get to see what y'all are saying to us behind the scenes.
Maria, what do we have in the DMs today?
Okay, well, Felicia says, I heard you guys briefly mention carry-on bags for travel. However, I need to know, does it matter on the destination you use your carry-ons for or checked bags? What is the appropriate number of days to use a carry-on bag versus a check-in bag? What about all of your liquids?
So we were talking recently about how to use carry-on as opposed to check luggage.
I only do carry-on.
When going certain places. There have been times where, yes, I did the check luggage thing, even if it was for like 3 days somewhere.
Really?
Right? But I have since switched over to carry-on only.
Yep.
And I think the longest I've gone is quite a few days. I think 4 or 5 days with carry-on only. And then when it comes to the, I just use travel size stuff. And most places that you travel to anyway, like if you want to use the hotel stuff, they will have things like shampoo and conditioner and soap. So you don't need to worry about that. But if you are specific about what you want to use, then I find the travel size stuff works fine.
Like Catherine can't use anything anywhere, right? She's allergic to everything.
Okay.
So she has to bring all her own everything, soaps and shampoos and conditioner and like everything.
They all go in like a Ziploc bag?
They all go in one little Ziploc bag. We have tiny little things that you refill, right? And you fill them up and then you throw them in the bag and you go. Like I've never needed to bring a full bottle of shampoo on vacation. Like what kind of animal are you?
Yeah.
You need to bring a full bottle.
Maria, when you travel with the amount of hair products that you use and that you need on the daily, you're not using the stuff at the hotels, right?
No, I never use this.
No, you have like your own products that you use. Do you bring full bottles and are you putting them in Ziplocs or are you bringing travel size?
Hair stuff, like I know some of it doesn't come in travel size bottles. So I'll have to like either bring it or like find some way to find it there. I know with like my face care products, I'll just bring the full bottle. And if it goes through, I just pray that it goes through.
Oh, so you take a gamble.
Yeah, because sometimes they've just let me through. Like I've literally once so I kind of do this thing at the airport where like in my purse, I'll put one bag of liquids and then in my carry-on luggage, I'll put another bag of liquids.
Well, what if they both get confiscated?
Well, because they don't know, because you're just throwing them all through. They don't know if you have 2 bags or 1 bag.
Right. How much liquids do you need?
Because I have all my skincare, and then I have like my perfume, and then I have my hair stuff. And then, like moisturizers for your body.
Before you leave, why don't you spray your perfume on, like heavily spray it on a rag, right? And just throw that in your luggage. And then every morning when you wake up, just damp it a little bit under the sink and wet it up and then rub that rag on you. That should last about a week.
That does not sound like a good plan.
I will pass.
No, but the one thing I do understand, like from Maria's perspective, because when it comes, like I've mentioned before, I have sensitive skin, right? So I have a specific like moisturizer that I will use or specific face wash. But I mean, the products that I use, I can get in travel size anyway, so I'm safe.
Oh yeah, I had little containers and I just pump all my stuff in there. And then pack it up, and then I open it like I have like a little jam jar almost. And then when I'm on vacation, I just open it up, stick a couple fingers in there, and then I'm good to go.
In 15 seconds, you just gave us 3 hand movements that would make amazing gifts.
No!
Shut up. Next question.
Okay,
Let's contact our folks at Giphy. Say we send 3 more.
Rishi says, have more women contacted Shem now that he has a woman in his life, or no? What is Shem doing about it?
Shem, I don't know if you want to go down this road,
I'm doing
bro.
nothing about it. I remain faithful. Next DM.
But that's not the question, though. Have more women contacted you since you've come out as a hooked up gentleman?
More?
Yeah.
No, I think it's been a steady flow.
Oh, I'm sure she loves to hear that. Do you remind her about that? Do you ever say, God, it's difficult to handle the volume here, so you're going to have to give me a minute, sweetheart?
Are you crazy?
I'm going to be late for dinner.
Yeah.
No, listen, in all honesty, when I first started on this show, I was was I single? I don't even know. Let's not. Okay, forget that part. When I first started on the show, it was a lot. I will say it was a lot because there was more attention, right? And then it died down, and then it's slowly picked back up.
Right.
Is it those thirst trap photos you post?
Yeah. Every now and then when
Absolutely.
when that black and white shot comes up.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Him looking down in the outfit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes at night I see Shem post one of those pictures from his old black and white photo shoot, and I'm just like, oh, Shem had a bad day today. Because you know what I mean. And then you go home and you got to post something like that, and then just get all the love on social media. Let's turn that day right around, fellas.
I hate you guys.
Come on. Come on, ladies.
The comeback is always greater than the setback.
Yes.
One more DM, please, Maria.
Okay, Tyler says, hey, Maria, a question for Roz and Mocha. When is the proper time to get engaged? I'm 24 and have been with my girl for over 6 years. Two of her sisters are already married and super close in age with us, and now everyone is looking at us to see when it's our turn. Is it bad to wait, or is it good with everything being so expensive?
Don't give in to the pressure. That's what I say. Do it when it feels right.
17 years. That's the appropriate amount of time to be together.
Thank you, Tyler, for your question. Thank you, Rishi and Felicia as well. Appreciate all the love on the DMs. Keep them coming in. Any of the DMs on any of the KISS social accounts or to Maria's personal account at Maria, PAPADAKISS, and she brings them to the show. Thank you, Maria.
Anytime.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Things get weird in 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Time for the DM Deep Dive, y'all.
Maria, what do we got in the DMs today?
Okay, today Julia wants to know. She says, hey, Maria, you mentioned that you visited the farm in the Greek village when you went back to Greece. I'm wondering, what were your weekends and extracurricular activities like as a Greek kid growing up? What was your childhood like? Well, let me tell you.
Yes.
So my weekends were made up of Greek dance and Greek school.
And
And
Did
then
you like doing that
Sundays-
stuff, or was it just like your parents made you just so you knew like the culture and what you were?
So I think it was a bit of both. Greek dance, I enjoyed, I think, more than Greek school. I loathed getting up on Saturday morning to do another day of school, especially when I was in elementary school, because I did it from like grade 1 to grade 12. Like I did.
Oh my God, up until grade 12?
Oh, yeah. I did it all the way through. And I was the only one out of the three of us, my 3 siblings, or 2 siblings, including myself, that went all the way to grade 12. I don't know how I got suckered into doing all 12 years, but they got to drop out.
Your sisters dropped out when?
My older sister stopped in grade 10, and my younger sister stopped in grade 8.
Do you think that your parents had more faith in you to have you keep going in grade 12, or they thought that
No.
like she needs to go to grade 12?
I think it was
for
like
this?
put her in Greek school.
Okay.
She needs something to do.
That sounds like your parents didn't trust you.
No, I just think it kept me disciplined, and it was a mark for my university degree, so they were like, do it.
God.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine, because, man, what kind of culture did I grow up with, right? Like, Maura, you went to Jewish school, right?
Every Sunday.
But until grade what?
Gee, I don't recall. But it was every Sunday, and plus I was the vice president of the youth group, so that was every Friday.
Yeah, I had youth group too on Sundays.
Oh my God, on Sundays?
Yeah.
I would die. There's
you know
no
what, though?
way. There's no way.
I like, now looking back to it, like I enjoyed it. Like I've made some of my best friends in Greek dance and in Greek school that I still
How
talk
long
to
did
now.
you do Greek dance until?
Up until I was in grade 9 or 10.
What's your signature move?
So like there's a I'm not gonna.
Yeah. So there's a what? There's a what? There's a what?
So there's this
What is
dance
it?
called
What's-
like Zebekiko,
Yeah.
where like you dance in the middle and people put like shots down in the middle.
Okay. What's
So,
this?
like,
What's
shots?
the
Yeah.
signature move? What's the
So
signature
like what
move?
I'll do is like you wave side to side
You can
and then you
stand.
go down and then you can either pick the shot up with your mouth or your hand.
Wait a second.
But I
They-
could put it.
Hold on. This
pick
is
it up
like
They taught you this in
cultural
school?
Greek
no,
dance.
No, that's just Greek dance. Yeah, the shot part kind of came with your own
No.
style.
What
but,
was the signature move you learned in Greek dance?
So you like spin around and then
How's the song go?
like I don't know. It's like slow. It's like da-na, da-na. I don't know how to say it.
Do you know the name of the song?
There's a million songs.
Oh, can you give me the name of one right now?
Athena-mu would be one of them.
Athena-mu.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Athena-mu. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And this is the dance they break plates to.
Okay.
So you kind of just add your own flair to it.
Why don't you just take a step back, Maria, right now?
Can you even see my?
Doesn't
Okay.
matter. Stand up. Take a step back.
Wait, my headphones are gonna ring
Yeah.
out.
Χαμένος κάπου στα στενά προς φιλοπάπου. Εδώ που η πόλη καταφέρνει να μην βιάζεται. Στο κέντρο άρχισε ο γύρος του θανάτου.
And then people break plates. You take shots. It's a great time.
You look like you skipped a few classes.
Wow.
What do you expect me to do in this? You know what? I give up. I'm never showing you anything again.
No, I will say this. I'm very impressed. Yes.
You know what, Maria? You look happy doing that dance. You were in your happy place.
Thank you. It's my favorite dance.
But I can't believe that is like something you don't bust out all the time.
Well, I do like Greek things.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's still part
Next
of you.
DM, please, Maria.
All right. Harris says, scenario. The car behind you is up your back. You need to turn. Do you signal and then brake or brake and then signal?
Oh, signal then brake.
Yeah, I always signal. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter how pissed off I am. I think it's just habit. I always signal first and then brake.
Yeah. Shem?
Cars at my back. Do I signal? Yeah, I'm going to signal the brake. I don't want it to run into me, right?
Yeah,
That's annoying.
Damn, Ori?
You just turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Maria?
I feel as though if the person is pissing me off, I will
Yeah.
brake and then signal.
Oh, wow, you will.
You
Hot
want
head
to
behind
ride
the
my
wheel.
back? Hit me then.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. You know, I signal in like sometimes when I'm leaving this building and the parking garage is empty.
Yeah.
And I get to one of those stupid made up stop signs in the parking garage. I signal to turn left.
Do you really?
I do. It's habit. And I'm always like, why am I signaling?
Yeah.
And then I look around because I'm like, if somebody sees me, I'm like a huge loser right now.
Do you ever signal going into your driveway? Because I find
And
myself doing that.
I have to though every day. I live on a one-way street where
Okay.
people rip down it, right? But I signal going into the parking spot.
Do you?
Yes.
You're such a loser.
Shut up.
You just showed your age.
Shut up.
Yeah. Oh, look, who cares about all the rules?
Shut up. I bet you right now, if you sent Maury down to his car and said, hey, where's your turn signal switch? He would never find it.
Yeah, no, you've been looking around in the trunk for it.
I drove
think
with
it's here.
and Maury drove me to work for years. I never saw the man signal. Never once did he ever signal.
If I drive you again, I promise I will.
No.
Time for one more DM, please, Maria.
Okay, Faiza says, Maria, how come Roz gets away with not taking part in literally every painful or gross game challenge on the show and no one questions it? Madness.
I'm like Jigsaw.
Weak.
Right?
Good comparison.
I'm like the orchestrator. I enjoy. That's where I get my joy is watching the torture.
Also, he wouldn't be able to handle the pain.
Like I live my life by that old great saying, which is I'm not happy until you're not happy.
That is delightful.
Thank you for all of your DMs. Keep them coming in because we get a chance to talk about them every day. That was amazing. Thank you, Maria.
Anytime.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Our DM is where all the weird lives.
Time to focus, everyone. DM Deep Dive time. Part of the show where we go through the DMs and see what you, the Roz and Mocha universe, saying to us in the DMs.
Maria, what do we got in the DMs today? What are people asking? What do they want to know?
Okay, well, David wants to know, what is the longest place you have ever been lost in, a mall or anywhere?
What is
Or
the
longest time, I think you meant to say.
Yeah. What's the longest time you've ever been
Lost in a mall or anywhere?
lost in a mall? Shem's not going to the woods.
Nope, I've got the Lord in my life. I'm never lost.
Right? Just follow the Lord.
I'm surprised with your memory, Roz, that you don't get lost more often.
Shut up.
Maria, you have an answer for this?
I get lost all the time.
No.
Like, I know, shocking. Yeah, like, when I'm growing up, my parents used to even joke about, like, getting me, like, one of those, like, hand leashes as a kid because I'd literally just get lost. I've been lost in malls. I got lost in Athens once in Greece, and literally, as my parents were dropping me and my sister's off, this was, like, 8-9 years ago.
Dropping off where?
We went to Athens. Me and my sister just
but drop it like with people or like to drop you off. Here you go.
No, we wanted to go shopping. So me and my sisters went to Athens because my parents had other things to do. And they were like, whatever you do, because we didn't have Wi-Fi, like I didn't have data on our phones. Mm-hmm. And my dad's like, whatever you do, do not lose Maria. and they're like, and he's like, did you hear that, Maria? Do not lose your sisters. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. So anyways, first like 15 minutes of us going into the stores, I lose my sisters and they couldn't find me for a good half hour. And they're outside like panicking, trying to find me. I'm in the store shopping. No one had any idea that I was still there. I walk outside, we like cross paths, can't see each other. Anyways, a half hour later, they found me standing in the streets and I thought they were going to kill me. Because they had called my dad being like, we lost.
Oh, the worst. So your poor dad had to leave wherever it was.
They didn't come. They
didn't show up?
No,
Maria.
And then it's okay, I found them.
Yeah.
There was one time I was driving from here to Philadelphia to go meet my dad and one of my uncles, two of my uncles who were out there, right? Mm. And I had to make the drive after work. This is when I worked like in the evening time, and I had to drive overnight.
Oh, wow.
And I had a brand new GPS, but when I set the GPS up, first of all, I didn't really set it up. I had it set for like highway and like not necessarily toll routes, right? And in my mind, I was going to take toll routes. Once I crossed the border into the States, it kept taking me off of the highway onto these like single lane highways, like almost like you're driving through the woods. Yeah. It was still taking me to Philly, but I kept thinking
scary way.
Yeah. And like I had to drive through, I had to pee so bad, and I had to drive through an area where I passed a sign that it said the so-and-so penitentiary in like X amount of miles, right?
Yes.
And then like at one point, I just couldn't take it. And I just stopped on the side of the highway. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm peeing there hoping that like a convict didn't escape the penitentiary. And I was ironically in between, like where I had stopped from where I saw that sign saying this penitentiary is so many miles away. Mm-hmm. Right after that, a couple of more miles was like another penitentiary.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot up there in upstate New York.
Yes.
A lot.
So I got lost and I kept trying to make my way back to the highway, and then it started snowing. And I couldn't stop off, and like there was like no neighborhoods anywhere.
Yeah.
And I ended up at the friggin' lake, like a dead end road at the lake. And then I waited until like the sun started coming up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I made my way to a highway and found like a gas station off of the highway. And I had to ask someone, hey, how do I get like I'm looking for this one particular highway. Direct me to that highway. Yeah. I know the end of it is going to get me to Philly.
Do you still feel that you almost got murdered that night?
No, because I'm from the streets. I can handle myself.
You wouldn't stop the car to pee? And now you're like, I can handle myself? I'm from the streets?
Yeah, it was easy. Easy drive. Quite enjoyable. Time for one more DM, please, Maria.
All right, Lori says, a question for you guys. If you could break into people's homes and leave something to freak them out, what would you leave?
One single baby shoe.
Oh my God.
How did you get that so quickly is what I want to know.
I had to answer to the talk, didn't you?
I don't think anybody's answer right now is going to top that. Where would you leave it? On the kitchen counter? Would you leave it on the floor by the front door? On the dining room table? Where would you leave it? Like on the stairs?
Oh, that's a good question. No, I think I would probably open the front door and just throw it in. So wherever it landed is where it landed.
Oh, so it doesn't matter if it's upright, if it's tilted over on the side, if it's upside down.
No, could be behind a couch cushion
one
that you find in 3 weeks.
Shoe.
Yeah, I think that would be the freakiest thing. If I found one single baby shoe in the house that I hadn't been there, like, whoa, bro.
And you know it's not.
Bro.
You know it didn't belong in the home.
No. No, there's no. Anybody got anything creepier than that?
No, you're twisted. Thank you for all of your DMs. No, because Shem's right. You came up with that answer.
Mighty fast.
We do the DM deep dive every day on the show. That was wonderful. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.